Hey guys, and welcome back to another video here on the channel, and today we are in the Azerbaijan Grand Prix on our career mode. So then this is our strategy for the race. It's forecast as cloudy, so it's going to be a medium to hard, and now we're just going to see what the other drivers are starting on. So Charles Leclerc on pole, followed by Sergio Perez. There was a couple of drivers who have gone for the softs or the hards to start on, but we're just going to stick to our strategy. So now we are just going to go to the formation lap, and we're going to just get ready for lights out. So now then, approaching the grid, ready, we're just doing a couple of burnouts there, and now it's perfect parking, and now we just need to wait until the grid is formed, and we are alongside a teammate actually, but now it's a bit of a waiting game, to be honest, and I don't know what's going to happen because we're waiting very long. So yeah, Charles Leclerc and Sergio Perez got disqualified. So now then, them two both came back, and it's 5 red lights here in Azerbaijan, and it's lights out and away we go here. And we get a decent start, but we're going to look to try and build on it. But Tsunoda gets ahead of us, and we're going to go to the outside. Actually, we're going to slam on the brakes so we don't go into the back of Latifi, and then we're going to try and go look around the outside of Guan Yu Zhou, but we don't get that. So now we need to try and go to the inside of this corner, and we're going to send it down the inside on Latifi maybe. The two Aston Martins having a good battle. So then moving down the straight, we are side by side with Albon and Guan Yu Zhou. Can we get them? No, we can't. But then we see Latifi, but we see him late, and then we end up crashing out, and that's my fault actually, because I just turned into Nicholas Latifi. I didn't see him until late. Look, I just accidentally turned it on him, and from his point of view it was probably very bad, but I just didn't see him until late, until I already made that move. So that's my fault. I take responsibility for that. So yeah, this is it from his POV. So let's just watch it from a T-cam. Look, I just turned it on him, so that's completely my fault. So yeah, we are out of this race. So Ferrari ended up having to go on to have a 1-2 again, and Charles Leclerc now leads the Drivers' Championship ahead of Carlos Sainz, his teammate, in second. So now then, we are just going to go and do the Canadian Grand Prix, because the Azerbaijan one was a short race, and again we are alongside our teammate Enzo Fittipaldi, and it is 5 red lights and away we go here at Canada. It was a long halt at the red lights, but we're going to try and look to get a good start. So now we are looking to go down the inside into turn 1, try and send it, and we do. Can we get Sebastian Vettel? No, we make a bit of contact on him, but then round the outside on turn 3 this is, because the little kink counts I think. So now we are side by side by Yuki Tsunoda for a brief moment. We're going to look to send it down the inside, but no, we have to take avoiding action, but we might get him on exit, but no, we have to hang fire. But then into this next corner, because with a bunch of slow cars, we're going to look to send it maybe on Gasly as well, no, but just on Yuki Tsunoda. So we need to be patient and look for Gasly into the next few corners. So now then, into the hairpin, Lance Stroll is right up our gearbox, and yes, we can send it down the inside of Pierre Gasly into the hairpin, and we just need to keep it all nice and clean going down this main straight. But Lance Stroll is right up our gearbox, so I don't know what we're going to do with that. We've just got to be careful, and he's going to look to go to the outside, but we just fend that off and into the chicane at the end, and we are now into P16, which has been a good start. So then on to lap 3 still, in P16 we try and do a little DRS trick on Lance Stroll. We try and let him pass, and then try and get him into the hairpin just to make sure of it, but we get the DRS on Lance Stroll, so down the back straight we can get DRS off him. But we don't have DRS. I thought that was the detection point, but he has DRS. So I've messed up there. So that must not have been the detection point where I thought it was going to be. And look, we try and send it, but we're now into P17. That hasn't worked. So we tried to be sneaky, but it's backfired. So now I've learned for where the DRS detection point is. So now on to lap 4. This wasn't me letting him pass so we can get DRS. This was actually a genuine overtake from Yuki Tsunoda, so we are now into P18. So we've lost 2 positions in 1 lap pretty much. One where we lost out by play tricky, but this one was just a genuine overtake into the hairpin. I wasn't recording at the time. So then into the fast chicane, we have our teammate Enzo Fittipaldi behind us. We know how this has ended in previous races. So he's gone to the outside, we're going into the inside, and we get them when we hold our position and we squeeze him out a bit. So we're not going to be under threat from him, I think, coming down the back straight, unless we lock up into this corner and we go a bit deep, but it's okay. But we still need to be careful going down this back straight. But he is just under 5 tenths back from us, so we should be okay. But we're just gonna put our foot to the floor. We can't use any ERS because we've used it all, but yeah, we're fine for this time. But then going into the chicane, we lock up, and do we hit somebody? Yeah, we hit Enzo Fittipaldi, and he is out, and we have taken our teammate out by, I didn't know, because I went over the curb, I outbroke myself, but we've taken him out, and I feel bad there. But I mean, he should have seen that I was taking a lot of curb and kind of backed out of it, so it's kind of 50-50. But yeah, Enzo Fittipaldi is the first retirement of the Canadian Grand Prix. So then coming on to the same lap, we are going to pit. Actually, we're going to go to pit onto intermediate tyres, because I've asked my engineer, and he says that rain is coming in about 5 minutes time. So, and it's a safety car, so it reduces the time of our pit stop. So we are now going to come in on a dry track to put intermediate tyres on. This is a big gamble, but if it pays off, we're going to look like absolute geniuses. So then we haven't quite managed to catch up to the safety car pack, but the safety car is coming in this lap, and we are going to be around 10 seconds behind the rest of the grid. But as you can see, the raindrops are starting to fall here in Montreal, and we could possibly pull off a worlder here with strategy. And not many people are coming into the pits, but I'm just happy that it's kind of starting to rain at the minute, so let's just see how it progresses. But further on that lap, Nicholas Latifi is now out of the session. I don't know if it was a mechanical failure or he crashed, but yeah, so now we just have to get our head down. And he's still, and our engineer Mark is telling us we made a wrong call, but I don't think that's true, because everybody's in now in the pits. But on that chicane there, we take too much curb and we get rear diffuser damage, so that might hamper us in the long term of things. So now we are now in P18, I think that is, but now you can see the track is getting wetter, and a lot of people are now coming into the pits, and this is where we are going to gain a lot of positions here on other people. So there we go, look, the Alpines are in, the Mercedes are in. We're now into P12, but can we look to get somebody on the exit of pit exit? No, we can't. But we're going to be battling with Valtteri Bottas. But because we have fresher, warmer tyres, we're going to try and hang it out, and we're going to go down the inside. Yeah, and we squeeze him out, which is a bit 50-50 for that move. But I mean, you've got to do what you've got to do, haven't you, really? So, but yeah, so we hang out. But then to the hairpin, Mick Schumacher sends one down the inside of us there. We couldn't really defend that, otherwise we'd probably taken him out. So we just choose to not fight that and focus down this straight, where Valtteri Bottas is probably going to come back at us down the back straight, and he goes to the outside, and we just need to hang this out. Can we get our nose in there? Yeah, we can. And I can't get my words out. We see the position out. So then though, on lap 24, this is Alonso is going to come back at us with DRS. So not with DRS, but down into that fast chicane, we lock up trying to get back down the inside, and we nearly hit Yuki Tsunoda actually. So we've lost the position, but now we just need to focus on not losing any more positions into the hairpin and keeping it tidy. We lock up, we go a bit deep, but I feel like that's going to be okay, because Tsunoda's just hanging fire, so we just need to hold position down the straight. But I've just asked my engineer what the weather report is, and it says wet tyre. The rain is going to get heavier, so we have come in onto the wet tyres. I wasn't gonna, but because we locked up, that just made my decision really. So this is again a massive gamble, but I feel like, because he did say the rain is getting heavier, so you never know, we might be able to pull off another miracle here in Canada. And to be honest with you, that did not work out. We ended up locking up and going straight on up one of the corners, and we have front wing damage, and we had to box again onto Inters because the car was just so hard to handle, and we were just locking up everywhere because that rear diffuser damage is just so hard to deal with. And this race, what looked so promising, just like Miami, it's just gone to pot really, and it's just so hard to keep the car in a straight line on the braking, to be honest with you. And the handling is just so bad with that rear diffuser damage. And when we was trying to let Kevin Magnussen through, we lost it. We lost the car, and then we ended up tapping his left rear tyre, and we ended up spinning out. And this has just summed up our race after we pitted back onto the wet tyres. It was a bad mistake from me for strategy, and it's just not turned out to be what I thought it was going to be. And then my engine actually let go, just to sum up the pain. I wasn't recording at the time. So yeah, it hasn't been a very good episode for my team. And once again, Ferrari have won the Grand Prix, and with Charles Leclerc as well, so he extends his lead at the championship, and I'm pretty sure it's still a Ferrari 1-2 in the Drivers' Championship as well, and Ferrari are just dominating this season. It's quite scary, to be honest. So yeah, if you guys have enjoyed this video today, feel free to slap a like and subscribe, and see you soon.